Hello there, folks. Channel update time. As you've noticed in general, uploads have been more scarce. I've got a little thing on the screen right now saying what topics I'm going to cover. Thought I should just address some things before I get back into some big boy uploading. So yeah, first point of this. I'm going to be uploading more soon. Yay, exciting. But what's that stuff going to be about? Well, one thing is that I've gotten more interested in discussing video games, as well as movies, TV shows, and all that stuff. So you can expect more stuff on video games. First thing I'm coming out with for video games is the Gamecube grind, where I'm going to do reviews and discussions of a bunch of different Gamecube titles. That's happening over the course of July. For that, I'll be uploading on Saturdays, as well as the first day of the month and the last day of the month. So there will be 6 videos in total. Which brings us to our next topic. Fullmetal Alchemist. Where is it gone? Well, I'm still working on it. It has not died. Don't worry. As I'm sure those of you who watched the homunculi video noticed, it was a lot higher quality than the other ones, at least in terms of editing. A lot more intensive. I'm not sure if I'll do all the other ones that intensive, but I'm going to try to make them at least somewhat comparable. So they take a long time. I have notes done for all the rest of the videos. I have scripting done for a lot of them, and I just need to get down to editing those. Which now that I have a bunch of videos done for July, I'm going to be working on some of those videos. I'm not going to give a date that they're going to be out because I've learned not to do that. Things don't tend to go as I plan, especially if I give a deadline. I just want to let you know that it's still in the works. Now the other series that a lot of people ask about is Avatar: The Last Airbender as Great as We Remember. That whole thing. This one I have not been working on, to be honest. I thought I would have by now, but no. In all honesty, the biggest reason for that is that I'm not really interested in discussing the show right now. I'm sure at some point I will be. I want to talk about it a bit more, but right now, there's other stuff I'd rather talk about. On top of that, Avatar is hard to discuss, or at least I think so, because there are so many videos on it and so many people covering the show. So if I'm going to come in and say something, I either want the video to be really, really, really good, or I want it to say something that no one else has said before. So those are a long way off, even if I hope to eventually return to the series. If I do, it probably won't be in the format it was before, where I go through every episode one by one. Instead, I'd be more likely to do kind of a thematic breakdown on a specific topic or to discuss different characters. Character analysis videos, kind of like the homunculi one. Other people have also asked about Young Justice, about whether or not I'm going to discuss the 3rd season. That was never really a plan of mine. I plan to just do the first 2 seasons and see where I'd go from there. If you watch those videos, you'll know that I found the 2nd season to be disappointing. I'm not really that interested in continuing watching the show. I'm sure I will at some point, but I have no plans to do so. The fact that it's very hard to find in Canada, or at least I've had trouble finding it, is another part of the issue. That's basically what I have to discuss. I just wanted to give people a heads up because I'm starting another series when I have some other ones that aren't really finished. So I at least wanted to give you a status on those things. I just found that I was getting bored of discussing movies and TV shows and all this stuff. I wanted to talk about video games a bit, which leads me to just the general direction of the channel. Most of this channel has turned into analysis of movies and TV shows, and that's fine. I enjoy doing that stuff. But I'm also planning to do a lot of other different stuff. I was talking about movies and TV shows so much because I wanted to learn more about writing. I had tried to write many of my own stories, and I had failure after failure, and after throwing away hundreds of thousands of words of work, I got tired of it. And instead of just running blindly through it, I decided to try and break down shows that I watched and stories that I enjoyed, and I thought I might as well make videos while I do that, which is kind of where this whole channel came from. That's the lens through which I was creating videos and watching these shows. Now I feel like I've learned a lot, and I'm at the point where I'm starting to write my own things again, and I'm pretty happy with how they're going. So at some point, you can expect to see a web novel or audiobook or something of that sort with the novel that I'm writing. So that's another project that I've been working on. I'd also like to do more original music. I enjoy making my own music, and recently I've moved into a place where I can start creating a better acoustic environment to record vocals. For a while, I didn't really have a good place to do that, so I was just leaving it on the back burner. Now I don't have to. I'm not planning to release a ton of music or anything like that, but I'm sure there will be some music at some point. Also, because of that, I'm planning to do some streaming at some point. I tried to do it before at my old place, and the internet was not fast enough to handle that, and it crashed a decent amount. I tried to do it once, and it was just like a potato on the stream. wasn't very nice. I didn't think it was up to snuff. But now that I have a better internet connection, at some point I'm going to start to do some Twitch streams. I'll be announcing that in videos or in a community post when I decide to actually do that. But I wanted to say that it is happening at some point, and I will have a link to the Twitch in the description. I also have my Twitter if you want to follow me on there. I have not posted in about a year. But if you want to see what I have to say or have another way to get updated about videos, that might be a good way to go about that. As always, thank you for your support, and I appreciate you taking the time to watch this little upload. I hope I can entertain you with the videos I have on the way. Have a good day. Bye-bye for now.